Hello and welcome back SciTi Tech. In this video I'm going to show you to make an RGB LED fume fan soldering station with using a few simple parts. Let's get started. And these are the items you're going to need to make for this project. The items you're going to need: 2 RGB LED PC cooling fans, 4 screws which will attach this carbon fiber filter, a 12-volt power supply to power these 2 PC cooling fans, a slide switch to turn the circuit on and off. You're also going to need these Neodymium magnets which will go on the bottom of these pieces of wood, and these pieces of wood will go on the bottom of these PC cooling fans and onto the bottom of these alligator clips, along with these 3 screws which will attach these alligator clips to these 3 pieces of wood, and this metal plate which will allow the Neodymium magnets to hold the PC cooling fans and these alligator clips into place. Now let's go and assemble this project and let's get started. First I'm going to take this RGB LED PC cooling fan, and the airflow flows this direction, which means I need to take this carbon fiber filter and place it on this side of the PC cooling fan. Place it right here, and then take these screws to screw down the carbon fiber filter. Screw it into place just like this. And there we go, she'll look just like this. It's not quite in because these are not quite the right size screws, so what I need to do is help it a little bit by taking some hot glue. Take a little bit of hot glue to glue down the screw, which will allow it to hold the carbon fiber filter into place. And there, she'll look just like this. Next, I'm going to take this piece of wood, and I'm going to take some hot glue and put some hot glue onto this piece of wood. And now I'm going to go and take the PC cooling fan and glue this piece of wood to it. This is the base of the PC cooling fan. Repeat the same process one more time, and it should look just like this. Next, I'm going to take the Neodymium magnets. Next, take some hot glue and put 6 dabs of hot glue onto this piece of wood. And I'll take the Neodymium magnets and glue them into place. And there, she'll look just like this. Next, I'm going to create the helping hands by combining these 3 parts together. I want to take the alligator clip and place it on top of the piece of wood. Take the screw and screw down the alligator clip. Screw it into place just like this, and as you can see, it's placed down nice and strong. Next, take some hot glue and make 4 dabs of hot glue on the bottom of this piece of wood. Take 4 Neodymium magnets and glue them into place. And there we go, the first helping hand is now complete. And it should look just like this. And I'll repeat 2 more times, and there, it should look just like this. And now it's time to test it out. I have right here the metal plate, and I have this helping hand, and as you can see, it sticks to the metal plate. Stays in place nice and strong, doesn't tip over that easily. Yeah, as you can see, it even sticks upside down. That's actually very useful. And now testing out the other 2 also works. And now the RGB LED PC cooling fans. Place them on, and as you can see, they stayed in place, even upside down. As you can see, it works. And now test out the helping hands, and as you can see, they work. I'm going to go ahead and solder tin these wires, which connects to the PC cooling fan. Solder tin the wires, just like this. And now it's time to modify the 12-volt power supply. I have right here the end of the cable. These white dots represents positive, this black wire represents negative. This is positive, this is negative. So now what I need to do is separate the wires, remove the insulation, solder tin them, next take some shrink tubes, place them over the wires. Next, I'm going to take the positive wire from the power supply and connect it to the positive wire of that PC cooling fan. Twist the wires together, and I'll use the helping hands to hold it in place, and I'll solder the positive wire from the second PC cooling fan. And there, as you can see, all 3 positive wires are now soldered together. Next, take the shrink tube and cover up the exposed wires. Shrink the tube. And I'll repeat the same process with a negative wire. Next, take the slide switch, make a quick modification. This pin right here is not needed. Next, modify the power supply and separate the wires over to the base of the power supply. Spread the wires apart. Cut the positive wire. Remove the insulation. Solder tin it. And now, solder in the slide switch. Next, take some hot glue to glue down the slide switch and to insulate the exposed wires. And there we go, it should look just like this. And there, now I can turn the circuit on and off. And there, the project is now complete. I have it already plugged in, so I'm going to turn on the switch. And there, as you can see, it works, except for the fan on the right needs to be nudged so that way it can work. And there we go, it works. Now let's see how this looks in the dark. As you can see, this looks great in the dark. And as you can see, I can turn the switch on and off, which turns the circuit on and off. And another thing that I like about this project is listen, it's very quiet. This is what it sounds like when it's off. And this is what it sounds like when it's on. And now let's go ahead and put it into position. And there, the idea is air from this fan blows the air going this direction. This fan here picks up the air and blows it through this direction, catching on the filter. So airflow is always going this direction. Now, let's go ahead and test it out. Just simply take some solder and a soldering iron. And there. Solder fumes blowing from this fan. I can even guide it a little better, or even closer if I wanted to. I can see the solder fumes go into this fan and gets filtered, blowing with extra force with this fan. And as you can see, it works very well, filters out all of those nasty solder fumes. And there you have it. Now you know how to make your very own solder station with using RGB LED fans, carbon fiber filter, and alligator clips. Thank you for watching SciTech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified of future SciTech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.